Hi, we're going to make vegetable stir fry today. I'm going to show you how to do it very, very simply and very safely. Okay, now in order to do this, we need to prep our vegetables, and this is a bit that's going to be a bit time consuming. And what we're going to do is we're going to chop up some spring onions, and we're going to chop them up into little slices like that and then dice them finely. And we're going to put some ginger on the top of that, and we're going to put some garlic. So we're going to put some ginger, some garlic and some spring onions. We're then going to chop up some carrots, and we're going to make sort of slices of carrots, and we're going to chop our sweet corn, our baby corn in half, and our red pepper we're going to chop into little chunks as well. So we're going to get those together in a bowl, and then finally we're going to have some sliced courgette. You see I've sliced it quite fine, and some sugar snap peas, and they're going to go in a bowl, and we're going to be cooking those ingredients at different times. Okay. With this recipe, what we're going to do, you can either have it with rice, you can have it with noodles. So I'm going to cook some noodles. And this water has been boiling, and all we're going to do is one little splodge of noodles per person. So we're going to just put them into the boiling water, and then they take 5 minutes to cook. You don't need to boil the water. They'll cook for 5 minutes in that water. Okay. And the whole thing about a stir fry is when you've chopped your vegetables, and you can take your time over that, cooking the stir fry is quite quick. Okay. And you can use vegetable oil. I'm just using a little bit of sesame oil on here. So we put a little bit of oil in our pan. If you haven't got a wok, you can use a frying pan. And the key thing is about stir fry is it's quite a physical cook. I'm looking for my spatula. Here it is. Okay, so we're going to get our oil in our pan, and we need to have it quite warm. So it needs to be quite hot. I'm going to put a little bit more oil in. A little more. Okay, so the first thing we're going to cook is we're going to put our onion, our garlic and our ginger. You don't need much ginger for this. And ginger is a really brilliant thing to cook with. I'll try and show you over here. So this is a bit of ginger. So we're going to cut off a chunk which is about 1 centimetre cubed. So ginger will last for quite a few weeks, so it will do quite a few meals. And it gives it a really, really delicious flavour. Okay, so we get that in there, and it's going to start to sizzle. And we're going to cook this for a couple of minutes, but we don't want to burn the onion. We don't want to burn our spring onion. So if you haven't got a wok, you can use a frying pan. Okay, it doesn't matter if you haven't got a wok. Okay. But it's really important that you have a non-stick pan for this. So we keep moving it around, and what we want to start doing is just moving our vegetables around so they cook. And remember, we've got the heat quite high. This is spring onion, so it's not going to make you cry. So keep moving it around. Okay, and we want to cook that for... Oh, actually, that is getting to my eyes. I think that's the ginger. So keep moving it around. And hopefully you're following along with all these recipes and trying them out at home and sharing all the different experiences with your family or your carers, whoever you live with. Okay, what we're going to do then, we're going to add our baby corns, and we're going to add our carrot and our pepper. And this is going to need to cook for about 3 minutes, this one. Put those to one side. I'm going to turn up the heat a little bit. Okay, so we move it around. And the key thing about a stir fry is that you just keep moving the vegetables around the sides of the pan. Okay? And it will be really hot, and it won't take very long. And the whole beauty of when you're chopping your vegetables is that you chop them really thin so they cook super quick. Okay, so you move that around. Okay, now the sauce that we're going to add to this is we're going to be adding soy sauce. This is a bottle of soy sauce, which you can get from, this is from a Chinese supermarket. So we're going to add soy sauce, and if you can get it, some hoisin sauce. Now, I couldn't get any hoisin sauce, so you can add chili sauce, and this is quite strong chili sauce. So if you haven't got hoisin sauce, you can add some chili sauce as well. But the big part of this recipe is we're going to be putting some soy sauce into it. Whilst that's doing, I'm just going to move my noodles around. So what you want to do with your noodles is when they are in that hot water is just give them a little bash just to split up. Now that ginger gives it a really, really lovely smell. So we splash it around a little bit. Okay, then I'm going to add my sugar snap peas and my courgettes. Now this is enough for 3 to 4 people, this. This is totally vegetarian, really, really good, healthy food, quick and easy to do. And there's something to do in terms of practicing your chopping skills. It's really good to do chopping skills. It doesn't matter if they're not perfectly shaped. Okay, so we're going to leave that in there to keep cooking. You want to keep moving your vegetables around. Okay, keep that going. And keep the heat right up. If you wanted to add some meat, you could add some little bits of chicken to this if you wanted to. You could add some prawn, you could add anything you want really to stir fry. But I think a vegetable stir fry is a good way to sort of start out and to practice using a wok, practice this method of cooking. And you want to keep moving it around, so it's a good little workout, physical workout. Keep moving your arms around. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to add, I'm not going to add the chilli sauce because this is for my daughters, this one, and I don't think they like the hot chilli, but we're going to add a good couple of teaspoons of soy sauce. Now that's going to sizzle. Now soy sauce has got a different kind of flavour. It's quite salty, but it's also got a different sort of type of flavour that you'll find in your tongue. Really, really delicious, and that will flavour these vegetables to keep the heat right up. We're nearly there. Okay, keep that heat up, keep it stirring. Want that soy sauce to bubble through. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to drain some noodles into a bowl. I'm going to drain these noodles whilst that's cooking. I don't want to lose them. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to redo that. I'm going to get my sieve. Otherwise I'm going to lose all the noodles. Okay, they don't take very long to cook at all. 5 minutes in boiling water. Okay. And then all we're going to do, I'm just going to show you, I'm going to put some noodles on here. These are egg noodles. Oh, make a total mess. So, I'm going to put a few noodles in this bowl. I'm going to show you one portion. There we go. Move that one over here. And then with my spoon, all I'm going to do, I'm going to spoon some mixture on. I'm going to turn him off for a second. And I'm going to put a tiny bit more soy sauce on top. And then mix it all together with the noodles so the noodles get covered. Okay, I'm going to dig in. Go for a big mouthful. Really yummy, crunchy vegetables, cooked noodles, delicious stir fry, really healthy, easy to do. Get involved, get everybody chopping, get your vegetables in. If you missed out some of the ingredients, that's totally fine. Just keep sort of similar sort of things that I just did. Get your soy sauce in, get cooking. If you want to add a bit of chilli sauce, just give it a bit more spice, you can do. If you can't get any hoisin sauce is delicious as well. Get cooking, enjoy, and keep cooking up with the recipes.